What up, Toy Story fans? This is Sean Longshot Dreams here with
Jon3.0.
And together we are
John Long.
Yes, and we saw Toy Story 3 last night. Oh my god.
That was so freaking awesome.
Dude, I loved Iron Man 2, but I have to say this is probably the movie of the year.
Best movie so far, yeah, definitely.
I don't think any movie can top this. Pixar has once again made a masterpiece. I mean, wow, like I love the first two Toy Stories, but I have to say this probably might be my favorite one.
Dude, they were kidding when they said instant classic, dude. I mean, it was freaking awesome.
Yes. The only bad thing is we didn't get to see it in 3D yet. But we will see.
Give us an excuse to see it again.
Yes, give us an excuse to see it. But the movie was so good that it didn't need 3D. It didn't need like 3D to make people want to see it even more, like, you know, like Alice in Wonderland, Clash of the Titans, which, you know, are pretty good movies, but this totally topped it.
It's by far better, way better than Toy Story 2, and very reminiscent of, you know, seeing Toy Story for the very first time in the original film, too.
Yes,
so.
15 years ago. I can't believe it, man. I was only like 12 years old.
I think I was 15 or 16, maybe.
I know, it's so crazy. But yeah, it's like, it's so cool because what I liked what they did with the story is that they made it kind of like darker in some ways. You know, they kind of kept in mind the people that originally saw it 15 years ago and feel like, well, they're a little grown up, so they can deal with the story.
I mean, it was definitely darker than you know, Sid. But it wasn't so dark that you can't take your kids to see it. I've definitely taken my kids to see it because it was a freaking fantastic film.
Yes. I mean, one thing that I did notice that some characters were missing, like Bo Peep, but they did.
They don't explain what happens to them. You just kind of have to feel bad and hope for the best.
Yeah, they said they went to garage sales, and that, I felt bad for Woody because, you know, for the first two films he had like a girlfriend, and now like he's. But
that made room, you know, for Jesse and Buzz. So
yeah.
That was definitely one of the better parts of the film was Buzz and Jesse's love situation.
Yes.
And the fact that he can speak in Espanol.
Yes. So yes, Buzz Lightyear is Spanish. So yes.
Buzz can definitely rock a tango.
Yes. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Yeah, let's talk about the funny parts, and then we'll talk about the more sappy stuff.
The funniest part of the film for me was towards the end. Spoilers for anybody who doesn't want to watch this next part.
Yes.
Was at the very end when they're about to escape the daycare and Huggy Time Bear shows up and Sean practically jumped out of his seat.
It was just like the wax museum guy.
And Vodcon too.
Oh my god! Yeah, if you haven't seen that video yet, you gotta see it. It's Vodcon Day 2 or
Day 2, and 5 minutes 25 seconds.
You remember, so good. So yeah, oh my god, but yeah, it literally scared me. I did not expect that.
I wasn't either. It got me a little bit too. So.
Oh yeah, but
they had me going towards the end. I mean, I seriously thought they were gonna off them.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know where they recycle their trash, but I don't want to ever send my garbage there.
Yeah, that garbage place that they got sent to. Oh my god.
It looked like the planet where Darth Vader was first.
Yeah.
Become Vader instead of Anakin.
Yeah, John noticed there was some Star Wars.
Oh, it was a great Star Wars reference. Whenever they off Huggy Time Bear to the trash, and his apprentice, you know, giant baby, calls him over his head and chucks him into the garbage.
I was waiting for like, no! Yeah, that was...
Dark Baby was one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Yes.
He was freaking creepy and funny at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. What else can we talk about? Like,
way scarier than the Erector Set baby.
Oh, yeah.
The spider.
Oh, yeah. Where is he?
He's right over here.
Oh, yeah, he's
there. He is.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, he's way creepier than that thing.
Yeah, definitely way creepier than him. Or even creepier than Urkel. Dun, dun, dun.
That would have been a scary movie.
Oh,
that would have been rated R towards
right there. Yes. But let's talk about like characters. So Smash Buzz, we got Buzz Lightyear here. And yeah, you can dance, Buzz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He agrees.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
to Mexico and beyond.
Here, you want to hold Buzz? I'll hold Woody while you hold Buzz.
That is Space Ranger.
Yeah. Now this, man, I have to say is that what Woody does at the end. Well, let's talk more about the characters real quick, then we'll talk about the end. So one of the best jokes I loved was when Woody, when he's escaping the daycare, he puts a sheet of toilet paper on the
toilet seat so he doesn't get dirty.
That's a great joke.
That was great.
And oh man, I loved. There's so many great jokes, and what I love about it is that Pixar makes humor that both kids and adults.
Oh, there were no kids. There was all grown-ups in the theater.
Yeah, we had to watch it the 11:45 showing at night.
That might be part of it, but still,
yeah,
we're not the only ones that watch toy movies, guys.
Oh yeah, it was just awesome, and man. Yeah, see, Buzz is the one people forget about him.
There's a reminiscent of the original. I think I'm from outer space Buzz too, so that was pretty cool.
That was really cool, and yeah.
He turns to the dark side.
Yes, he does. I have to say, one thing I do have to say, Lots-o-huggin bear, the bear in the film, man, he is such a douche bear.
I know. All of a sudden we don't like him anymore, even though he still smells like strawberries.
I love that toy, and one thing I discovered too is that there's actually a real Lotso toy that came out in the 80s, like during the year I was born in '83. And I thought it's such a cool toy, like, because I love teddy bears, I love plushes, I love strawberries, all that stuff. But what he does to all these characters, man, you just like, damn you, Lotso bear. And then when I give
him 2 thumbs up, but I can't articulate my thumbs very well. I've got 2 other fingers I can articulate, but I'm not going to.
There's a snake in my boot.
Yeah, there is okra. No, but anyway. No, but yeah, Lotso, man. When I get back home, man, I don't know. I might
time to the front of a truck.
Yeah, exactly. You'll get what I mean. But there were so many great humorous things we can talk about.
That was such a good film.
So good.
The Barbie and Ken thing. That was great.
God. Yes. And
I was a little worried there might be a little homo reference there with Kim dressing in with an ascot on.
Yeah.
But he's totally straight, just really into fashion.
Yeah, it's very metrosexual. Some people might say it's like
it's perfectly safe for children. Just take it from a dad. So.
Yeah, it definitely makes, because people said the whole Ken is gay jokes for years, but he definitely is into Barbie. He's into fashion too. He's very into fashion. Plus, he's Batman.
That's true.
Yeah, Michael Keaton voiced him, and he did a great job. Michael Keaton, you were the man, even if.
They did a great job. Even the extra voice. Jess Ardell was even in the extra voice cast, so they did a great job of the voice cast. And I was kind of worried because I'm a big Jim Varney fan. I grew up on Ernest.
Yeah.
I was worried because he passed away because of cancer between the last film and this film, that they were going to do a really crappy replacement. The guy did a great job. Sounded exactly like him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was totally thumbs up for Slinky still being in there.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, he did a great
Potato head.
Oh, potato head. I love
Tortilla head. Excuse me.
Head.
That was great.
That was.
I haven't laughed that hard in years.
And then what was he like? He was like cucumber head and stuff. It was so great.
He's so much taller.
I know.
He lost weight.
Yes.
You won't believe the day I've had.
I know. Oh my god. I have to say the humor. There's so much humor and action. Oh my gosh. It's just like there's more action.
Great.
Than, like,
I mean, it was seriously great all the way freaking through. I was actually kind of sad that it ended so soon almost.
Yeah, it's great because it doesn't end as short as some films, but just like let's talk about the end. Oh my god. I think especially as toy collectors and people that grew up with Toy Story like we did, I think it really hits you in the heart so much. If you don't cry at the end of this film, you have no soul.
I agree with you.
You are Lotso bear.
You're right. You have no soul. If you think that this is a crappy movie and don't cry at the end. I thought, Sean being the hugger and the soft-hearted guy that he is, I figured he would get a little moist around the eyes, but dude, if you're a parent and you have a kid that grows up and goes to school, or if you have a little girl like the girl at the end that looks just like my youngest daughter, my gosh, dude, little tutus and there was even a My Little Pony reference in there. It made me tear up too. It was great.
Oh, I know.
That was a great way. I hope they don't do anymore because this was a perfect way to end the thing.
It was definitely the end of the whole Andy, Woody, Buzz, and gang.
And the fact that Andy finally plays with him one last time too. That was a great way to end it.
So for all the toy collectors, especially if you haven't touched your toys in a while, play with your toys. And if you're giving them away, make sure they're the people that really love
Take good care of their toys.
Take good care of your toys.
Take good care of your toys.
Yes.
We see everything.
Yeah. So please take good care of your toys. Love them. You guys play with them once in a while. Don't just
don't ever send them to toddlers in a daycare.
Yeah, don't give them to toddlers in daycare. That's for like building blocks and all that stuff. Yeah, like little teddy bears that can take it. But yeah, I have to say, I definitely give Toy Story 3 absolutely 2 rock-ons, 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10.
I used to rate my films based on how many fingernails I chewed off during the film. And I definitely chewed off 10 out of 10. So that was a freaking great film. I can't wait to see it again. Take my family to see it.
Yes, we are definitely seeing it
again. My wife's gonna love it. It's gonna be freaking so sweet.
we grew up on these characters. We love them. You guys will love them. Families will love them. This is definitely, I think, forget Shrek, forget Iron Man, all the other big movies. This is definitely the movie of the year. This appeals to people on a very spiritual, emotional level, a very fun level. It's just this is everything you want in the film and stuff, right, Woody?
Reach for the sky.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that was great.
Awesome. Well, you guys have a great day.
To the Emmys and beyond.
Or Oscars.
The Oscars.
Town ain't big enough for the two of us.
Well, I guess you better get a new town, Sheriff.
Yeah, partner. We
Yeah.
gotta get this
Let me bend over first. You can ride my back.